Most people will spend 40 years working and retire nearly broke, not because they were lazy, but because nobody taught them this. What if your spending habits are literally engineered to destroy you? A tired man stares at his $2,400 paycheck dissolving in real time. The bills are paid, the fridge is full, but savings still reads zero. This is not bad luck. This is a pattern with a name and a cure. Stay with this video, and that pattern will become crystal clear today. What you learn in the next 10 minutes could change your financial life. It's Friday at 9 a.m., and the direct deposit just lit up your phone. For exactly 3 hours, you feel untouchable, free, almost wealthy. Then the credit card autopay silently swallows $380 while you sleep. Saturday morning brings a student loan reminder you were hoping to forget. By Sunday afternoon, your Amazon cart already has $90 of random stuff. One click checkout is designed to bypass your brain's wait, do I need this instinct. You are still paying for 5 subscriptions you completely forgot existed: Netflix, a gym you visit twice a year, 2 apps, and a meal kit rotting. Each charge feels harmless: $9 here, 14 there, 12 somewhere else entirely. But stacked together, they are quietly draining $200 every single month. You tell yourself next month you will finally sit down and fix all of this. Next month arrives and you repeat the exact same cycle without missing a beat. You scroll Instagram and watch people your age island hopping on vacation. You cannot figure out how they afford that life on a normal American salary. The comparison settles into your chest like low-grade anxiety you cannot shake. You are not reckless, not careless. You are simply running a broken system. Here is the uncomfortable science your bank will never explain to you. Your brain was built for the savannah, not for Amazon Prime or credit cards. It evolved to chase immediate rewards and completely ignore future consequences. Saving money for retirement is genuinely invisible to your primitive brain wiring. What your brain does understand deeply is pleasure, and it wants it right now. Every single purchase you make triggers a small dopamine release in your brain. A hand hovers over the Buy Now button, dopamine fires before you even click. That chemical rush is why buying something feels good even when you're broke. Retail companies have spent billions of dollars reverse engineering this exact response. One click checkout exists to eliminate the 3 seconds where doubt could save you. Only two left in stock is not a fact, it's a psychological weapon aimed at you. Social media is essentially a dopamine slot machine disguised as a social platform. Every scroll, every notification, every like trains your brain to crave more stimulation. And that craving doesn't stay on your phone, it follows you straight to your wallet. There's also a silent financial trap called lifestyle inflation eating people alive. The moment your salary went up $5,000, your spending quietly rose to meet it. A bigger paycheck stopped feeling bigger after about 6 weeks of having it. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. The ceiling keeps rising, satisfaction never lasts. Your coworker gets a new Jeep, so suddenly your paid-off car feels embarrassing. Society programs you to buy identity, to signal success through possessions and brands. You spend real money on a projected image instead of quietly building actual wealth. Meanwhile, credit card companies are running the most patient business model ever created. Minimum payments are engineered to keep a $3,000 balance alive for 8 full years. The financial system is not broken, it's perfectly designed, just not designed for you. Now let me tell you about a real guy. Let's call him Marcus from outside Chicago. Marcus pulls in $58,000 a year at a mid-sized company doing honest, solid work. He's not flashy. No designer sneakers, no bar tabs, no weekend gambling trips. He drives a 2017 Honda Civic with 80,000 miles and packs his lunch every day. Yet every single December, Marcus opens his savings app and sees almost nothing. 6 years of working hard and he has less than $400 saved. He cannot explain it. One quiet Tuesday night, Marcus pulls up his bank statement with a highlighter. He finds $240 in subscriptions actively charging him for things he doesn't use. He finds $110 a month in coffee runs, gas station snacks, and vending machine trips. He finds $360 in minimum credit card payments that barely touch the principal at all. His money is not disappearing into thin air, it's leaking through dozens of tiny holes. Marcus sits back, jaw tight, realizing the problem was never his income all along. And here's the part that will genuinely make you uncomfortable for a moment. Downloading a budgeting app will not fix this. Your relationship with money will. Marcus doesn't open Mint, doesn't build a color-coded spreadsheet, doesn't do anything fancy. He makes one quiet, almost embarrassingly simple decision on a Wednesday morning. He refuses to buy anything over $30 without waiting a full 24 hours first. That single rule, one rule, saves him $640 in his very first month of trying it. His brain starts learning to distinguish between a craving and an actual need. He cancels 3 subscriptions and feels absolutely zero emptiness or deprivation afterwards. He sets up an automatic $250 transfer to savings the exact moment his paycheck lands. He stops treating savings as the money left over. It becomes the money that moves first. 8 months later, Marcus is staring at $3,400 sitting in a high-yield savings account. That number didn't come from a raise. It came from finally understanding the game. People who are genuinely good with money think in a completely different language. They don't ask, "Can I afford this?" They ask, "Is this actually worth my time?" Those two questions look similar on the surface, but lead to entirely different lives. Financially sharp people convert every purchase into the hours of life it actually costs. That $220 in forgotten subscriptions equals nearly 6 hours of your working life monthly. Is that streaming service you barely open worth 6 hours of labor, really? Honestly? Asking that question out loud changes the emotional weight of every purchase you make. The minimalist money rules aren't about being cheap, miserable, or depriving yourself raw. They're about being radically intentional, and intentional is the opposite of broke. Rule 1. Pay yourself first, before rent, before groceries, before anyone else gets a cent. The moment your paycheck lands, move 10% to savings before you touch a dollar. Even $75 per paycheck, done consistently, builds a savings muscle money cannot break. Rule 2, audit every subscription with the 30-day test. Used it or lose it, no exceptions. Open your bank statement tonight. Find every recurring charge and question each one hard. If it doesn't actively improve your life this week, it's quietly stealing from your future. Rule 3, install the 24-hour pause rule on every single non-essential purchase over $30. Add it to your cart, screenshot it if needed, close the tab, and sleep on the decision. Tomorrow morning, 80% of the time, you won't want that thing even slightly. Rule 4, if your current lifestyle requires debt to sustain itself, the lifestyle is the debt. Stop borrowing money to maintain an image that's slowly hollowing out your actual life. Cut one credit card up tonight, keep one for emergencies, and make it inconvenient to use. Rule 5, measure your real wealth in options and freedom, not possessions or square footage. Options mean power, the power to quit a bad job, move cities, or say no without panic. Every $100 saved is a brick in the wall between you and financial desperation and fear. Rule 6, automate your financial system so that your willpower never has to show up at all. Willpower is a finite daily resource, and it's usually depleted by 6 p.m. on a weeknight. Automated systems protect your money even when you're tired, emotional, or distracted. Wealthy people don't have superior self-discipline. They built systems that don't need it. Wealthy people stop spending money performing success for people who are also secretly drowning. The neighbor with the brand new $55,000 truck is often carrying $48,000 in crushing debt. Now we come back to the question this video opened with, and the answer is here. You're not broke because the economy is uniquely cruel and targeted towards you. You're not broke because your income is too small to ever build a meaningful life. You're broke because you were handed money and never handed the rules of the game. No teacher explained dopamine loops, lifestyle creep, or minimum payment traps to you. No one showed you how $14 subscriptions compound into $3,000 of invisible annual waste. The system was built to profit from your confusion, and that was never an accident. But that confusion ends the moment you decide you're done playing by their rules. Because knowledge, real financial knowledge, is the one thing they can't take back. Marcus from Chicago didn't get a promotion, a windfall, or a lucky stock pick. He simply stopped letting his money flow to other people's priorities and pockets. He redirected that same paycheck towards his own future instead of towards forgetting. You don't need a $100,000 salary to stop the paycheck to paycheck bleeding entirely. You need one clear decision, three firm rules, and the courage to begin this week. Start with just one rule tonight. Not six, not a system overhaul, just one thing. Pause before you buy, automate $50 to savings tonight, or cancel one subscription tonight. Tiny moves made consistently will always crush big plans that never actually start. If this hit home for you, share it with someone still stuck in the cycle right now.